Welcome to Mrs. Peach Thrifty Living. I'm so happy you're here today. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this delicious Impossible quiche. You can put whatever you want in it, and it's so simple to make. You'll be able to make it anytime you want, I'm sure. This is budget meals under $5. This is hosted by our wonderful friend Brenda over at Maniac Grammy's Homestead. You can go over and check and see what she posts and what everyone else in this awesome collaboration posts. I decided to make an Impossible quiche, and I am adopting it. I have another recipe, but then when I look back at my Impossible coconut pie recipe, it was so good, I decided to use that same one. And of course I'm going to add veggies. I chopped up some of these frozen veggies from the freezer. I'm going to put that in this buttered skillet, and I'll show you the next. I had a little bit of this spinach that I'd frozen, and so it's pretty frozen, and I put it here and chopped it up fine. That's going in my skillet too. I've got the veggies cooked just a little bit. I spread on the whole bottom. I sprayed this with my olive oil spray. Cut one tomato just super thin, and then used my cheese that I had my last dinner that I grated. It's a mixture of Parmesan and something else. You can use whatever cheese, and I'm just using what I had. Here it is. And here I'm going to put in this blender, I'm going to mix up 2 cups of my instant powdered milk, since I have it, and then I'm going to put all these spices, and I'll name them off to you. Powdered milk is in there, and then I'll put 2 cups of water in it. That would be 2 cups of milk. Here is my 4 eggs. I'm going to let it beat in there. My half a cup of flour. And some of the recipes call for Bisquick type, so I went ahead and put a little bit of baking powder and a dash of salt and a dash of baking soda in that. That's going in. That's going to make that crust. Melted butter is supposed to be a half cup, but this is about 3 tablespoons. All of these open. This is some oregano. I'm just guessing on this. Little onion, minced onion, garlic powder. Whew, that's a little more free. Here's some parsley flakes, little Italian season, and this is basil. Now, I'm going to put just a dash of salt in, but not much, because the only thing salty in here would be, the cheese. Okay, now let's beat that up. There it is, beat up. Maybe one more little run through, okay? Blend, I guess. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to taste of it. Although I don't love the taste of, oh, that's right, we had salted butter. I think it needs a little more salt. You know? I think it needs a little more seasoning. Okay. I'm going to add a little extra in each one of these, because I want it to be flavorful. That's oregano. A little more. Italian seasoning. Of course, that's mixed with both of those. And basil. I always love basil. Of course, I could use fresh basil too. Wait, hold on. We're going to get a little more of the basil. Let's try that one. Can you see it in my hand? We're going to go a little heavier on the basil. Parsley never tastes much to me, but it's pretty. Now, let's try it again. Of course, remember I got to put the cheese in it. Yeah, too. Where am I at? Now, let's take a taste of it. Yep. And I have plenty of cheese, but I don't know how much I'm going to use. See, I'm putting more cheese on it. And then you can see me doing this. Okay, let's pour it in. Let's turn this down where you can see right here. Let me pour. Here we go. You see it? Now remember, this is 4 eggs, so it might be just a little bit, just a drop where I can taste of it before I always like to test my food. I'm going to bake that by itself where I have an idea. Okay. Now, more cheese. You could put any kind of cheese on here. I just used what I had. And it was from my last dinner, and I froze some of it. I had such a big block of it. And I don't know why it's not going to be good. I think I'll put a little bit of parsley just for prettiness on top. And then I'll show it to you when we get done. Let's put a little bit on this one for me. That's my sample tonight. Oh, I have a tomato. Where'd I put it? Okay. I just cut this one up in little pieces to put on top of mine. Going in the oven? Maybe I'll put some basil too. Okay. I want it to be flavorful. I just took it out of the oven and it looks so good. It smells really good. And you know, I can't tell you exactly how long it took because my timer didn't work. At the time, I didn't set it right or something. But I used this, stuck it in there, and it come out clean. This little teeny one I'm going to eat right now. Here's how it looks inside. Here I go. One little bite. Well, this is a big bite. I don't like them that big. I like that basil in it. I could have it a little saltier. A little more cheese. But I think it's going to be really good. I might add a little more cheese before I serve it tomorrow. Let me try one more bite. So inexpensive to make. Well, you know, eggs are higher now than they were. Okay? But still, 4 eggs for, that would be, if you had a salad to go with that, that'd probably be at least maybe 6 servings or 4. So if you look at it that way, it's not so expensive. This is going to be my lunch today. This was, if you remember watching my videos, when I had my company dinner with my children, and I had this and I served it. This was 5 cheese in there. This, I just went ahead and added a little English cucumber and some radish cut up in little pieces. I put a little bit of this, I put a little bit of sour cream on it. Little stevia, salt and pepper, and a spoonful of this. This is the vinegar, sugar water that I mixed up to put my pickles in one time. And it still tasted good, so I put a little bit of juice to make a little dressing on it. And I think that's going to be good. And I still have some of the cheese from that day, so I sprinkle some of that on it. It's going to be good. What's for breakfast? Look, this is a quick, easy breakfast. This is a corn tortilla, and I fried 1 egg. And this is cheese. Well, let me show you. This is cheese. Actually, that is plant-based cheese my sister gave me. And it doesn't melt as much as the other, but it tastes quite good. Actually, this over here, right by the egg, right there. That's a little piece of it. I tried to see if it would fry like the other. These are just 2 strawberries out of my freezer that I put on here, so they're still pretty frozen. And that is a spoonful of this right here. A spoonful of this and a spoonful of this. Sour cream and apricot preserves. That's going to make a nice breakfast. Would you eat that? Thank you for watching today. Budget meals under $5. Be sure and go and check out and see what everybody posts today. I'm sorry, it seemed like when I listened to this again, it sounded like I repeated myself a little much. I wanted to add these 2 meals on the end of here. I thought you might enjoy those also. I put some of those on shorts. They're very inexpensive. They go within that budget meals under $5. And come back tomorrow. Tomorrow is #NewToMe. And I will have a new to me. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. I pray God blesses you. If you would, like, subscribe, comment, and share. See you tomorrow.